Did you know that what you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up could be the reason your blood sugar stays high all day without you even realizing it? Most people think sugar only rises because of what they eat, rice, bread, or fruit. But the truth is, your blood sugar can spike even before breakfast, simply because your body wakes up the wrong way. While you sleep, your body is still working hard. Between 4 and 6 a.m., your adrenal glands release cortisol, the wake-up hormone. It's like your internal alarm clock, preparing you for the day. But here's the catch. Cortisol also tells your liver to release glucose into your bloodstream for quick energy. And if you don't use that energy right away, your blood sugar quietly climbs. So before you reach for your phone or coffee, what you do next can completely change how your body starts the day. Welcome to Eco Vitality, where we help you wake up your body the right way. Naturally, gently, and powerfully. This is called the dawn phenomenon, and it happens in almost all adults, especially those with type 2 diabetes. Cortisol rises, insulin drops, and as a result, your fasting glucose level can be high, even if you eat very little. Many people wonder, I follow my diet, I take care of myself, so why is my fasting sugar still high? The answer is simple. Your body still isn't waking up the right way. Let's take the story of Don Raul, a 65-year-old former bus driver from Guadalajara. Every morning, he woke up at 5, fed the dog, listened to the radio, and only had breakfast around 9. He rarely drank water, usually taking his first glass in the afternoon. But what he didn't know is that after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, the body loses between half a liter and a full liter of water through breathing and sweating. If that water isn't replaced, the blood thickens, glucose readings appear higher, the kidneys work harder, and the liver doesn't activate properly. The result? Blood sugar rises even if you haven't eaten a single bite. So here's a simple morning fix. Drink 2 glasses of water right after brushing your teeth. Each glass should be about 250 milliliters, without ice or sugar. Plain water is perfect, but if you want an extra boost, add half a squeezed lemon or a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon. Both have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and naturally stabilize blood sugar. After just a few weeks of doing this daily, many people notice a visible difference: better energy, clearer mind, and even lower glucose levels without changing diet or medication. Why? Because when you hydrate after waking up, something powerful happens inside you. The liver and kidneys activate, filtering out excess sugar. The blood thins, insulin moves more freely, and the body receives a signal that it's time to restart metabolism. Your heart and blood vessels respond, and your entire system begins to wake up in harmony. And here's the most surprising part. Just by hydrating in the morning, you can reduce your post-breakfast sugar by 6 to 10%, according to studies from the National Institute of Medical Sciences and Nutrition, Salvador Zubron. Think about it. Water doesn't just quench thirst. It's the switch that turns on your body after a long night. But most people reach for their phones before their water. And that simple choice raises cortisol even higher, adding stress and causing the liver to release even more glucose. So ask yourself, do I really drink water first thing in the morning? If not, start tomorrow. Leave a bottle by your bed, and as soon as you wake up, slowly drink 2 glasses. Feel your body reawakening, your energy stabilizing, your mind clearing. And within days, your morning glucose will start to smile at you. This is the first habit, and it's also the foundation for all the others. Because if your body doesn't get enough water, no diet or exercise routine can fully work. Now, let's move to the second morning habit, a gentle 10-minute movement that naturally lowers your blood sugar without any extra medication. When people hear the word exercise, many think, I'm too old or my knees hurt, but I'm not talking about running or lifting weights. I mean gentle, natural movements that wake up your muscles and activate your metabolism. Take Doña Beatriz, a 70-year-old from the Santa Tere neighborhood. Her morning glucose stayed around 145 to 150 milligrams per deciliter even though she ate healthy meals. Her mornings were calm. Coffee, prayers, a bit of TV, but very still. So she tried something simple. After drinking her 2 glasses of water, she stood up, placed her hands on the wall, and did 10 gentle wall squats. If her knees hurt, she just lifted her heels or bent her knees about 20 times. After 2 weeks, her fasting glucose dropped to 115 milligrams per deciliter. She felt stronger, less shaky, and full of energy after breakfast. That's because when you move, your muscles start using glucose for fuel instead of storing it. Light movement helps burn the excess sugar that cortisol released at dawn. A 2024 study from the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, found that adults over 60 who walked gently for just 12 minutes before breakfast reduced their morning glucose by 18%, and after 4 weeks, their HbA1c improved by 0.3%. The science is clear. When you move, your muscles absorb sugar without needing insulin. Glucose turns into useful energy, cortisol drops, and insulin becomes more effective. That's why just 10 minutes of light movement can have more impact than a pill. And the best part, you can do it at home. Even in a small apartment, all you need is space for 2 steps. Here are 2 simple ideas to try. Walk inside your home or patio for 10 to 15 minutes. Breathe deeply, move your shoulders, and put on some soft music to enjoy the moment. Morning yoga, a few stretches for your neck, back, and arms, or the classic sun salutation to awaken your body. Small actions, big results. That's the power of starting your day right, with water, movement, and balance. Stay tuned with Eco Vitality, and let's keep discovering how simple daily habits can help you live stronger, longer, and healthier. Naturally.
Open your chest and activate your biological clock. Now imagine you're playing the piano, but with your toes. Yes, while sitting down, move your toes up and down gently, as if you were playing a soft melody. This simple movement boosts circulation, helps lower blood sugar, and reduces swelling in your legs. I remember Don Carlos Mendez, a 68-year-old from Tlaquesqueque, who used to suffer from cold and numb feet. After practicing this toe piano exercise every morning, he told me after 3 weeks, smiling, "I can feel my toes again." And it wasn't just a feeling. His circulation had actually improved. When your blood flows better, glucose reaches the muscles and gets used instead of being stored. It's not about how long you exercise, but when you move. Morning is your golden hour because cortisol and glucose levels are naturally high. If you move within the first hour after waking, you stop the natural sugar rise. But if you stay sitting, scrolling through your phone, or eating breakfast right away, cortisol keeps acting and your blood sugar doubles. Try this simple test tomorrow. Before checking your phone or drinking coffee, stand up, take 3 deep breaths, roll your shoulders, and walk 20 steps. It's your way of telling your body, "I'm awake. Today, I control my energy." The human body runs on hormonal cycles. When you start the day with movement, all your organs, heart, liver, pancreas, and brain get the signal to activate in harmony. Your pulse gently increases, blood flows to the muscles, insulin wakes up and your sugar starts being used properly. Think of your body like a car parked all night. In the morning, you have to start the engine and let it warm up before driving. If you just start it and leave it idle, the fuel builds up, and that's excess glucose in your blood. Many people think, I'm too old to move. But in reality, older adults are the ones who need it the most, not to lose weight, but to keep insulin sensitivity alive. When you stop moving, your muscles shrink, and the doors that let sugar in start closing. In just 7 days without movement, the body can lose up to 30% of its ability to use glucose. Do you remember Doña Beatriz? After 6 weeks of morning walks around her neighborhood, she began greeting her neighbors, laughing more, sleeping better, feeling more energetic, and her blood pressure became more stable. That's the power of movement. It doesn't just heal the body, it heals the emotions. There's no medicine more powerful than your own legs. We search for new drugs and technology, but forget that our body was designed to move. Just by walking a few steps each morning, you do something no medication can do. You naturally regulate your hormones. That's why I recommend creating your 10-minute morning ritual. 2 minutes to drink water, 8 minutes to move. And when you finish, say to yourself, "Thank you, body, for letting me start the day in the best way." You don't need equipment or a gym, just one small decision. A small decision repeated every day can completely transform your health. This is how, for generations, people have cared for their health, with habits, not miracles. Try it tomorrow. When the light enters through your window, move, breathe, and feel the fresh air. Your mind will clear up, your body will feel lighter, and your blood sugar will begin to drop. I promise, in just 5 days, you'll notice the difference. And now, join me for the third habit, where I'll show you how to eat breakfast the right way to keep your blood sugar from spiking after exercise. Because the wrong breakfast can undo all your morning progress. Follow, comment, and subscribe to Eco Vitality. And if you want to know more, drop a comment with the number 1.
A 2023 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who eat at least 25 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber for breakfast reduce post-meal glucose by 22%, feel full for more than 3 hours, and avoid symptoms like trembling, sweating, and fatigue. And here's one piece of advice I never stop repeating. Eat whole fruit, not juice. A glass of orange juice contains the sugar of 3 or 4 fruits and 0 fiber, which means the sugar is absorbed almost instantly. If you really want juice, make it with pulp or blend the whole fruit with chia or oats. That's a great trick for keeping glucose stable. Breakfast is also key for heart health. People who skip it have a 30% higher risk of high blood pressure and insulin resistance. Prolonged fasting raises cortisol and adrenaline, causing the liver to release glucose continuously. The result is high blood sugar but low energy. Breakfast isn't to fill you up, it's to activate your body correctly. A good breakfast is like the introduction to a symphony. If it starts out of tune, the rest of the day falls apart. After 8 hours of sleep, your cells need protein to repair themselves. If you only give them sugar, you're sending the message, "I want quick energy," when what your body really needs is lasting energy. For example, a 72-year-old man used to fear eggs because he was told to avoid cholesterol. After trying 2 boiled eggs daily for a month, his LDL didn't rise. His HDL, the good cholesterol, went up by 15%, and his glucose dropped by 20 milligrams per deciliter. That's the power of correct knowledge. If you want your breakfast to become your natural medicine, remember 3 rules. No refined sugar. Always include protein, at least 5 grams of fiber. With just that, you'll notice a difference in 1 week. And one more detail. If you drink coffee, do it after eating, not on an empty stomach. Caffeine can raise cortisol and increase glucose by up to 15 milligrams per deciliter. Give your body a base first. A proper breakfast nourishes not only the body, but also the mind. When blood sugar stays stable, serotonin, the happiness hormone, also balances out. That's why many people feel calmer, less irritable, and more energetic after changing their breakfast habits. Look at your breakfast today. What did you eat? Protein, fiber, or just quick sugar? If you want real change, start tomorrow with a simple, natural, complete breakfast. Now, let's move to the next habits, the 4th and 5th, where you'll see how morning sunlight and deep breathing can lower your blood sugar faster than medicine if you know how to use them. After learning how to hydrate, move gently, and eat intelligently, let's explore the last 2 habits that help keep glucose stable long-term, getting morning sunlight and reducing mental stress. Morning light is a natural medicine. It helps synchronize your biological clock, the circadian rhythm, which regulates nearly all hormones, including insulin and cortisol. When you get sunlight in the morning, your brain reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and boosts serotonin, improving your mood. In other words, just 10 minutes of morning sunlight can naturally lower blood sugar. A 2024 study from the National Institute of Medical and Nutritional Sciences found that people over 60 who get 15 minutes of morning sunlight have HbA1c levels 0.4% lower than those who don't. Why? Because sunlight increases vitamin D3 production, essential for insulin to work properly. Without it, insulin doesn't bind well to its receptors and sugar can't enter the cells. If you can't go outside, open your curtains and let natural light touch your skin and eyes for 10 to 15 minutes. Morning blue light is a powerful biological signal that stops the nighttime stress cycle. This is vital for diabetics, since stress is one of the strongest causes of glucose spikes. Stress makes the adrenal glands release adrenaline and cortisol, causing the liver to flood your blood with glucose. The result is high blood sugar but low energy. To counter this, practice a simple breathing technique, 4-2-6. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat 5 times. It only takes a minute, but it lowers your heart rate, calms your body, and reduces cortisol within minutes. A 2023 Harvard Health Review study showed that people who practice deep breathing for 10 minutes each morning reduce cortisol by 22% and average glucose by 12 milligrams per deciliter in just 3 weeks. Your body is like an orchestra. When you control your breathing, every hormonal instrument plays in harmony. I remember a 73-year-old woman who lived under constant stress, caring for her husband. She told me she was eating well, but her glucose remained high. I taught her the 4-2-6 breathing and asked her to spend 10 minutes each morning looking at her garden. A month later, she returned happy. My glucose dropped by almost 25 points and I'm calmer. That's the power of inner balance on metabolism. Modern medicine calls this the brain-gut-pancreas axis. Every emotion directly affects the pancreas, the organ that produces insulin. When you worry, nerves suppress its function and insulin decreases. Taking care of your emotions means taking care of your glucose. Try this simple morning ritual. Drink 2 glasses of water, move for 10 minutes, eat a protein-rich breakfast, get 15 minutes of sunlight. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and thank your body. Just 30 minutes for yourself each morning, your body will feel it. Because in the end, it's not the medicine that makes the difference, but how you treat your body. Maybe you don't run as fast as before, but you can live calmly, consciously, and strong in rhythm with yourself. Let's recap the 5 morning habits to naturally lower blood sugar. Drink 2 glasses of water upon waking. It activates your metabolism. Move for 10 minutes. Muscles use glucose and lower cortisol. Eat protein and fiber for breakfast. Improves insulin response. Get 15 minutes of sunlight. Increases vitamin D and balances hormones. Practice deep breathing. Prevents excess glucose release from the liver. If you practice these 5 habits for 21 days, you'll notice incredible changes. Your morning glucose will drop and stay stable. You'll feel lighter, clearer, sleep better, and your mood will lift. It's not magic. It's the natural power of a well-cared-for body. Every morning when you open your eyes, you have a new chance. It doesn't matter how high your glucose was yesterday. Today, you can start again. A glass of water, a deep breath, a ray of sunlight. Each small act becomes medicine when used with care. Every sunrise is a new opportunity to take care of yourself. Remember, true health doesn't come from pills or quick fixes, but from small, consistent habits that honor your body every day. So tomorrow morning, give yourself those 30 minutes of care. Drink your water, move gently, enjoy the sunlight, breathe deeply, and eat with intention. Your body will thank you with more energy, clarity, and peace. Because at Vitality Eco, we believe that prevention is the real secret to youth and longevity, and that the best medicine is simply living well. Thank you for being here and sharing this journey towards a healthier, more vibrant life. If this video inspired you, share it with someone who needs it, a friend, a loved one, or anyone ready to take control of their health. Stay strong, stay balanced, and see you in the next video here on Vitality Eco.